I'm Taya Gherkin, Senior Editor here at Acoustic Guitar, and I'm here with a brand new Gibson J-35. The J-35 is originally a guitar that Gibson released back in 1936, and it was the first slope-shouldered dreadnought Gibson made, and that of course refers to the body shape that is very distinctive of J-35s as well as the J-45 that actually replaced this model in 1942, and which is probably more well known than the 35 at this point. Gibson also uses this body size on its advanced jumbos and a few other models as well. So it's really one of the iconic guitar body styles that are out there. Gibson reissued this J-35 model earlier this year, and it's a very interesting guitar, great sounding instrument. True to tradition, it has mahogany back and sides, a Sitka spruce top, X bracing, the slightly shorter scale, 24 3/4 inch scale length, it's rosewood fingerboard and bridge, and it sort of fuses some vintage specs with a few modern things. It's not completely accurate in all ways. For example, it has the famous Gibson banner on the headstock, even though a J-35 wouldn't have had that. That came later with the J-45. But overall, the guitar is very true to a vintage design in terms of its feel and its sound. It has Clusen style tuners at the headstock. The small footprint rosewood bridge actually has two abalone dots, where on the original ones the mounting screws would have been. Some of them had the bridge bolted to the body, to the top, as well as glued. In this case, they are just purely decorative. The bridge is actually just glued down there like most modern guitars would have it. Simple binding, overall very simple guitar. And J-35s, when they were first introduced, were somewhat affordable instruments, and Gibson kind of continues that tradition with this. The guitar that I'm holding here has a list price of $2,190, and it sells on the street for about $1,700. So really not bad for a solid wood, all-American built guitar. I already mentioned the 24 3/4 inch scale length of the guitar. The J-35 has a nut width of 1.725 inches, and the string spacing at the saddle is 2 7/32 inches. The guitar is finished in nitrocellulose lacquer, and Gibson gave it the iconic sort of fire stripe pickguard as well. One cool thing about J-35s and 45s is that they're really quite versatile guitars. They have a distinctive sound. It tends to have kind of some people call it a dry bass sound, kind of a thumpy bass, but also great sustain, really nice playability due to the short scale. And you already heard me play it strummed a little bit. It's a very popular guitar with singer-songwriters, people who strum doing backup kind of stuff for songs, but they also tend to be very nice finger-picking guitars. So let me do a little bit of Travis picking on this guitar. Probably tell it has a very clear voice, pretty good note separation, and really more of a traditional finger picking sound than, say, a very modern fingerstyle sound. I'm in standard tuning here, by the way. Guitars do sound different with every player, so we're also going to have Scott Nygaard, Acoustic Guitars editor, give this guitar a workout with a flat pick, and we'll see what it sounds like that way. So that's Gibson's new J-35 reissue. It's a very cool guitar that's very much vintage inspired and surprisingly affordable for the kind of performance that it offers. You can check out the review in Acoustic Guitar Magazine or online at acousticguitar.com. For Acoustic Guitar, I'm Teja Gürkan.